Sushmita Sen, who was crowned Miss Universe at Manila in May, has since been living in Los Angeles, often playing the role of India's cultural ambassador with several heads of states all over the world. And during her brief visit to her country, she met the Prime Minister, Mr. P.V. Narasimha Rao, and the President, Mr. Shankar Dayal Sharma. The by now fabled smile and the ready wit were very much in evidence at the press conference in one of Delhi's leading five-star hotels, where the Miss Universe, in her customary articulate manner, answered queries regarding herself and her role as a beauty queen.
And let me assure you that a beauty queen today does a lot of work which actually influences a lot of people. For example, I'll tell you, I had this dream of an orphanage from a very young age. I wanted to do it. There was a time when I wanted this opportunity to have a stand, a position to come and speak my way of thinking and stuff. Nobody gave me an opportunity. Nobody did. It's a fact. But today everybody gives me that opportunity because I'm a beauty queen.
However, it was the procession through New Delhi's diplomatic enclave that was to add the touch of fairy tales to the story of her homecoming. Thousands of the capital's citizens, including hundreds of school children, lined both sides of Shantipat as the Miss Universe rode along in a carriage escorted by 7 horsemen. And Sushmita, attired in a sequined cream-colored robe, was at her charming best, waving to her frenzied fans and throwing stems of roses at them. It is this charm that Sushmita has used to spread her message of goodwill. And as her whirlwind trip to the country came to an end, it was this charm again which has left in its wake a mesmerized following, chanting the refrain of this popular song as a magic mantra.
I was never really interested in the film industry initially, and I was always like, no films for me and all that. But then when you work for such a long time in a glamorous line and you've seen what the attention is, what the fame is, what the creativity is, all of it put together, you don't want to quit it and walk away from it at a point when you're at its peak. So I decided that, well, why not, while I was working in the glamorous business all through this, there was a very obvious step into the film industry. And everybody said a model can never be an actress, never be a good actress. Majority of them never turn out to be one. And it just turned out to be like a challenge and at the same time a kind of invitation, very polite invitation into the industry. And I took it up and I said, let's see where it takes me from here. Miss Universe was a high for me because it was very different. It was just something nobody had done before and won it before, I guess. And it was something that was new and different, and so it stood out. It got a lot of importance. It became something that was new and that kind of set a trend for fashion. I think in my film career or any other career I choose to do, the day I stand out being different, no matter how it is, that day I would really feel that yes, this is another high. It might not be as big as the Miss Universe, but it certainly will be there. We never had enough time to be enemies, rivals, or friends. We were always people who knew each other from a distance. We minded our own business, did our thing. We were not the best of friends who would say, no, please you first or you first. We always wanted to be best in our own ways, which we have proven to be. I went ahead and won Miss Universe, she went ahead and won Miss World. Neither of us were a second to anybody. We did our job and we did it well. And I think that is one thing people should keep in the back of their heads, is that if at all we have rivalry for our own work, to make sure that, hey, I'm doing this badly, I must be good at this. You only compare people one against the other when both of them are perfect. None of us are perfect. We both have started a new career. We both have to work really hard to make a place for ourselves before we can sit and start comparing us against each other, So there is no such thing as rivalry. People will still write about it, people will still talk about it because it's something that interests them very much. But the sad thing is that they don't understand. There will be a day when after all of this being said and done, Aishwarya and I will have the last laugh. I had said even earlier that if I ever did a Hindi film, I would want my first film to be with Mahesh Bhatt. Because See, no matter how much of confidence you have in yourself, you need the person behind the camera directing you in a certain direction that you're not used to, you know. You're used to having a certain reaction to a certain situation, but how to act it out when you're not the same person is difficult. And I was very confident all along that if Mahesh had directed my film, somewhere deep down inside I knew that he would bring out the performance. And very honestly, so far I think he's done a very good job of doing so. Because for the last week that we've been shooting, we have probably shot all different emotions each time. And he made sure that my first Mahurat shot, the day I shot my first day, he gave me a very tough scene to shoot. Because he said, I want you to walk out of here confident that you can do it. And trust me, I was very, very uncomfortable with the idea, but when I walked out of there, I said, hey, it's not that difficult, I can do it. I really don't know if that exists or not because I haven't gone through it myself. But of some people that I know, people talk about it, yes, that it does exist. Some say they don't. But I guess, you know, those who say that it doesn't are being diplomatic. Those who say that it does are being too honest. And I guess there's just a balance that's between them, which I wouldn't know of because I never had to go through that situation. And honestly, if I ever had to go through that situation, I wouldn't be in the industry because there is nothing in this world that I have to do. For a model to be an actress, the model has already faced the public. The model has already been on a ramp, faced the reactions of the people live. She's been in front of the camera for commercials. She's had, you know, the choreographed kind of dance movements on the stage. She's had all kind of different experiences which add up later to make you a complete actress, maybe. That's what, you know, I would think it is. The one thing I certainly don't want is to just die out, having been a Miss Universe sometime in life. I guess I just want to be somebody or do something in life that maybe even in the most short-lived memory of the public, they tend to remember it somewhere in the back of their head. So that I feel that, well, whatever I did was worth it. Whatever I did will be remembered.
Should I start walking? Miss India is a crown for which you can, of course, you have to get your wardrobe in order, you have to get your body in order, for which you need to do a lot of physical exercises and going to gym and everything. But very honestly, I did not work so much for all this. More I worked on my mental level at that point of time, because it takes a lot of confidence, it takes a lot of tolerance, a lot of patience to be there among so many beautiful girls, to face an audience of so many people, and to be yourself yet there. So I guess that's what I really worked on.
Hi Sanjay, how are you? Yeah, sir.
One minute, madam, please.
I don't know, the thing is, she loves the camera so much, it's almost embarrassing. Did you see her annual day? Did you see her? Yeah, in fact, one of my from around there. And then very smart, my little one is very smart. Yeah. Okay, so, okay.
Rolling. Take two. Action. Nor am I. Just needed to find my wallet. Got it. I'm not missing you. Yeah. Your picture to. Nor am I. Excuse me. Chalo picture.
Yeah.
Ready? Clap it.
When you're taking my walk out of the door, right?
Quiet, please. Action is look at him and say, I'm not missing you. Don't say immediately. Clap. Sound. Silence. Rolling. Take three. Action.
I'm not missing you yet.
Nor am I. I just need you to find my wallet.
Go on, coming.
Shit. Leave me. Got it. Okay?
Sushmita, just ask your mother how much she loves you. Give mama a kissy. Give mama a kissy.
ये पहली बार है कि एक तो मैंने 2 लैंग्वेजेस में एक फ़िल्म शूट की है, दूसरा इंग्लिश में पहली बार फ़िल्म शूट की है, पहली बार बंगाली में फ़िल्म शूट की है. It's been a wonderful experience, only because, you see, to me it was a big challenge from day one. कि सब कह रहे थे अस्तित्व बन चुकी है, उसका एक इमेज है, एक कॉन्सेप्ट है जो लोगों के दिमाग में ऑलरेडी है, उसको दोबारा बनाना, what do you think will be different? I said the very fact that you're remaking it with different people and they'll all bring in their own essence into it, it changes a lot. So it was a challenge to begin with कि मैं इस फिल्म को और क्या दे सकती हूँ, you know, and I must say Mahesh Manjrekar is a dream director to work with. He's such an artist director, you know. He'll take suggestions, he'll make suggestions. He won't force anything down your throat. He'll make sure from your body language to your expressions to everything is at home and comfortable. Catch me in this sari. And if you please, such long hair, looking like I've always had it, you know. It's all thanks to my director. पहली बार देखा था वो फिल्म तो उसकी एक अपनी इम्पोर्टेंस थी, एक अपना पैटर्न था. ये आप जब दूसरी बार देखेंगे तो इसमें जो नुआंसेस हैं, एक छोटी छोटी बातें, मोमेंट्स जो डाल दी गई हैं, it has changed the entire screenplay of the film in the most beautiful way.
From your own side.
सबसे ज़्यादा खुश इस फिल्म को लेके हैं मेरे पिताजी. My father is thrilled. All his life he's told me कि आप जो हैं बंगाली हैं और आपने कभी भी कलकत्ता में नहीं रही, आपको ये नहीं आता, वो नहीं आता, and we have such rich culture and heritage and this and that. First time when I said to Papa, I said, Daddy, I'm doing a Bengali film. He was ecstatic. He was like, Chalo, finally I can say my baby is a Bengali baby, you know. Yes, it is very special, not only because it's in Bengali and English, but also because this whole journey of Aditi, the way she has been put down on paper to bring it to life, is such a beautiful experience. Just to see somebody who grows out of all these logos given to her and called, branded as the wife, the mother, the daughter, the this, the that. And somewhere through this film, वो जो अपनी पहचान ढूंढती है, her own identity, is such a universal feeling of victory. That I think any woman, whether she's from a developing country where the women are different than women who are in progressive countries, I think everybody would connect with that because it's a story about a woman. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, thank you very much for being here tonight. It is certainly a very special night for all of us. I'd like to thank right at the beginning HMV for presenting such a beautiful evening and making it so very special. And about the music, what is so special is that when it was written with passion. When it was composed with passion. When it was put together with passion. When it was picturized with passion. And today, when it's being released with passion. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight, all of you present here are actually such an incredible encouragement for me and for my co-stars and for the entire unit who put in so much of effort. And also for the music, because when I started to hear the music, I was like, oh my God, how am I going to handle this? This is my first film, my first time I'm going to be dancing and singing. But the music was so brilliant that I didn't have to act. I could feel the music and I could perform. So whatever you shall see on screen, it is going to be a heartfelt, a very soul-felt kind of feeling. I'd like to thank everyone here who've put in so much of effort for today's release and what you're going to hear in the release. And I hope this music reaches out to you and does the purpose of a knock, a dastak. And I take this opportunity to thank, most importantly, my director, Mahesh Bhatt, who is the man behind, I think, my best performance ever. And I'm saying this only because no matter how many films I do after this, I won't be raw. But he created something out of a raw person. He made me into an actress. And I'm very glad that, I could work with a man like him because this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I love him to death. It's because he's one person who I don't just treat as, my director, but a person who through my shooting schedule has taught me a lot, has scolded me a lot, has been nice to me a lot, has made me cry, has made me smile, and has brought out an actress out of me which I didn't think existed. Mukesh, of course, for putting in so much of money. He is the reason for the film to be here. And certainly everybody from the technicians, my cameraman Bhushan, who's done a brilliant job. He's made me look pretty. He's made my performance look more expressive. My writer, Vikram Bhatt, who's a darling. He's a friend and certainly the best man as far as doing my script a lot of good. And he's certainly put out my character very well. Well, there's just so many people to thank and I have such a bad memory and I keep missing out on people. I'd like to thank everyone. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being here.
साहब, चलिए हम आपको आपके घर छोड़ देते हैं।
थोड़ी देर और नहीं रुक सकते हैं?
जी नहीं, क्योंकि अपनों को आपकी फिक्र नहीं। चलिए।
पता नहीं अब उस मेकअप और उस गहनों की दुनिया में जाने का बिल्कुल जी नहीं कर रहा।
ऐसा गजब मत करिए, अगर आप वहाँ नहीं जाएगी तो आपको इस दुनिया की कदर कैसे होगी?
वो तो है, मगर जो इस दुनिया में वापस आने का मौका कब मिलेगा?
जब तुम चाहो।
Abhi.
And snatch the key from her hand.
The key?
Go out, and then we all go outfield. That
अभी आप सीधे घर जाओ।
cannot be done. We're all done out. Hello.
Huh?
Mister.
Yeah.
We're all run out. Just see the shot. Then.
थोड़ी देर और नहीं रुक सकते?
जी नहीं।
Then.
हम आपको आपके घर छोड़ देते हैं।
We do it. Give the scene a lead of at least 5 minutes before. Take. Ready, taking? Oh, hero. Oh, मेरे बाप, cameraman.
पूरा तहस करके आप बोलते हैं
मैंने कुछ नहीं किया।
मेरे को शीशा महेंद्र का है? हाँ, शीशा निकालना बाबा।
सैंड कासे एकदम तोड़ के विक्रम भट्ट ने मुझे क्या दिखाया आपने मुझे क्या दिखाया?
Not two cobblers are same, not two barbers are same, not two
What
directors
happens to
are
the person who has to wear the shoe?
same. He gets hurt. What?
The hair.
Better.
Should I not wear that? Should I just hold this? Because it's in the song, so I'll just hold it.
Don't hold it.
So I just wear it.
Don't wear it.
So I just.
Keep it in the songs. Don't wear it.
But then you won't have it in the confusion.
It doesn't matter.
Leave it on my lap. But then my hair covers my face the whole time.
Don't wear it for God's sake.
One second. इधर देना.
You're scolding me. See, when I say that, it's wrong. When you say it, it's direction. It's not
That's a
right.
fact. Either it's my point of view or the wrong point of view.
Does this look better? Tell me.
Better.
With one behind the ear. Yeah. All right. You did it.
Take it. Gautam, what's your problem?
Nothing.
Are you serious something?
It's perfectly alright.
Take face with this hand, darling.
हाँ.
This, yeah. Ah, ready. Look at the stars and breathe. Ready, take it? Yeah. Exaggerate, God. Exaggerate the white shot, sweetheart. Apna, Mr. Mukul ji. Start sound.
39 by 2 take one.
Action.
साथ में काम तो करती नहीं. It's never work because I'm always with a friend, you know. मैं हमेशा से ये कहती आई हूँ कि जब तक हम कॉमेडीज़ करते हैं साथ में, no problem. जिस दिन सलमान खान और मुझे एक इंटेंस फिल्म करनी पड़ जाए, we'll have the most rocking out of the film footage because हम कुछ intensity के साथ बोलने जाएंगे and हंस पड़ेंगे because that's kind of the relationship when I've always had. क्यों मैंने प्यार किया एक स्टेटमेंट है, उसमें जो क्यों है उसमें हम सब ऐसे फंसे हुए हैं फिल्म में. ये एक ऐसा फिल्म है जहाँ पर आप किसी भी कैरेक्टर को किसी के साथ भी देखेंगे तो यू बी टोटली कन्फ्यूज्ड कि ये इसके साथ था, नहीं वो उसके साथ था ना, व्हाट इज़ गोइंग ऑन हियर, एंड हाउ इट अनरावल्स इटसेल्फ बाय द एंड ऑफ द फिल्म इज़ व्हाट मैंने प्यार क्यों किया मीन्स. उनके परफॉर्मेंसेस में एफर्ट नहीं होता है. ही इज़ एज नॉर्मल एंड नेचुरल, एज इंटरेस्टेड और डिसइंटरेस्टेड एज हिज कैरेक्टर्स. So for him, it's a piece of cake to walk through this whole. Laga Laga, that's a great song. Audio-wise, fantastic song. Visual-wise, fantastic song. और जब सुष्मिता सेन को गाना करने में मज़ा आता है, वो मज़ा उनको आपको चेहरे पे दिखता है. I think through Laga Laga, I have not acted through it. I've had a blast. Actually, सुष्मिता सेन और बारिश का मतलब भी एक ही है. They're very synonymous. बहुत पसंद है. इस बार मानसून बहुत लेट आया है. बहुत दिनों से इंतज़ार था, न सिर्फ हमें पूरे मुंबई को. एंड फाइनली इट्स हियर. और मुझे यहाँ बैठ के इंटरव्यू करने में जो तकलीफ हो रही है मैं आपसे क्या कहूँ, बिकॉज व्हाट आई रियली वांट टू डू इज़ गो आउट एंड एंजॉय द रेन. ऑलराइट, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वेटिंग.
आपकी जो रैंप पे एंट्री थी बिल्कुल राजकुमारी दिख रही थी. What is it about that?
हर एक औरत को एक प्रिंसेस बनने का सपना रहता है. Isn't it stunning? Well, this is like a true princess. She doesn't do anything halfways. Wonderful opportunity to come back on the ramp and to come back as a princess. How can you say no to that?
Thank you so much. God bless Dada.
Say something.
All right. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the very beautiful, charming and gorgeous Sushmita Sen.
rock star. Yeah, I finally live it up. The whole film is based around the premise of a rock star's life, which is very unlike what you would imagine, you know, doing drugs and being into alcohol and, you know, spending your whole life with music. That's not the way Kriya is. Kriya is totally a teetotaler, and yet she rocks your world. And I think in it is a very beautiful message which tells you that some of the greatest things in the world come in the smallest of packages. When you see the film, you'll know what I mean. I think Kriya is a better version of me.
How was your experience working with him? One question.
He's gorgeous, needless to say. Shiny Ahuja is also a lovely actor. He's already here. He's a gorgeous actor and someone that I'm doing the film with for the first time. Despite that, and we have had some very intimate scenes in the film. I think he's become, what I call him now is my Janeman. So from being Shiny Ahuja, the actor, to becoming my Janeman has been a very rockin' journey. Later guys.
Who's the greater rock star, the two of you? Real life.
In real life, she's the rock star.
Okay,
Real life, I'm the rock star.
Real life, I'm the rock star.
And real life also.
I'm the rock star. I'm so happy.